I sit on the rug in my parents' Portland living room, the air thick with the scent of evergreen and cinnamon from a Christmas candle flickering on the mantel. My younger sister, Leela, clutches a key fob, its silver glint catching the glow of fairy lights strung across the room. She's 30, but her grin is childlike as she waves the keys to a brand new Audi parked outside, adorned with a massive red ribbon that screams extravagance. "My own car!" she exclaims, spinning toward Mom and Dad, who beam like they've just handed her the moon. I glance at the gift in my hands, a dollar store coin bank shaped like a cartoon dog, the kind of thing you'd find in a clearance bin. The sticker on the bottom reads $4.99. "Pop it open, Sarah," Mom says, her voice bright with expectation. I tug at the rubber stopper and a single $5 bill slips out, crisp but lonely. "For your savings, sweetheart," Dad says, his tone casual as if this is a grand gesture. "You're so good with money, unlike some people." He chuckles, nodding at Leela, who fakes a pout. The room feels smaller, the walls closing in as Leela flops onto the couch beside me, her floral perfume overwhelming. "Don't worry, Sarah, I'll give you rides whenever you need them," she says, patting my arm like I'm a kid who needs consoling. "That old Honda of yours is probably on its last wheels." My Honda. The one I paid off after years of scraping by. The one that carried me through 300 miles of icy roads to get here for Christmas. The one that's never let me down, unlike the people in this room. I'm 36, and the weight of a lifetime presses against my ribs. This isn't new, it's the rhythm of my existence. Leela's always been the star, her needs a spotlight, while I'm the stagehand, expected to applaud from the shadows. I spent months saving for their gifts. A custom fountain pen for Dad, a silk scarf for Mom, a designer sketchpad for Leela. Each one chosen with care, wrapped with hope that this year they'd see me. I'd even practiced my announcement on the drive from Seattle. "Lead civil engineer, I got the promotion." I pictured their faces lighting up, finally proud of me, not just Leela's dependable big sister. But the moment never comes. Instead, I place the coin bank on the coffee table, its hollow clink echoing in my chest. "I need a minute," I say, my voice steady despite the storm inside. I climb the stairs, past a gallery of family photos where Leela's smile dominates every frame. In the bathroom, I lock the door and grip the sink, staring at my reflection. No tears come, just a heavy, suffocating clarity. This is who they are. This is who they've always been. At 2:03 a.m., I'm in my childhood bedroom, the sound of Leela's laughter drifting from downstairs as she and my parents plan her first trip in the Audi. I pack light. A worn stuffed owl from my late grandmother, a journal from college, a folder with my first bridge design. The gifts I gave them stay behind, tokens of a love they never reciprocated. I leave my house key on the kitchen counter next to the coffee pot that'll hum to life in a few hours. They've chosen their daughter. I'm choosing myself. The highway stretches dark and empty, snowflakes swirling in my headlights. My Honda's heater hums, reliable as ever, while the radio plays a holiday tune I mute. "Merry Christmas," I whisper to the empty seat beside me, the words sharp with irony. My phone lights up at 6:15 a.m. Mom, asking if I paid the utility bill for their vacation cabin, the one Leela uses for her influencer photos. I don't respond. A truck roars past, slushing my windshield, and for a moment I'm blind, gripping the wheel as memories flood in. My 8th birthday. Leela got a bounce house and a clown. I got a store-bought cake and a single friend. "Leela needs the attention," Mom said. "You're so self-sufficient." High school graduation, I was salutatorian, but they missed my speech for Leela's dance recital. "You're fine without us," Dad said. College. I worked 2 jobs to cover rent while they funded Leela's gap year in Paris. "You've always got it together," they'd say, as if that excused their absence. At dawn, I pull over, my breath fogging in the cold. My phone shows missed calls from Dad, texts from Leela. I silence them. Then a call from my old college friend, Nora. "Where are you?" Her voice is warm, urgent. "Somewhere in Oregon, heading south," I say. "Come to San Francisco," she insists. "Stay with me, family doesn't treat family like this." Her words break something loose, a dam I didn't know was holding. "Okay," I whisper. "Text me your location every hour," she says. "I'm setting up the spare room." By 8 a.m., I cross into California, the state line sign glowing in the morning light. At a roadside diner, a waitress named Betty pours me coffee without asking. "Rough night," she says, her eyes kind but sharp. "Rough life," I mutter, instantly regretting the dramatics. She doesn't blink. "I've seen enough heartbreak to know it. Family or lover?" "Family," I admit. She slides a menu over. Kin's just blood, families who shows up for you. Try the pancakes, they come with extra syrup. 3 weeks later, I'm in Nora's San Francisco apartment, my phone buzzing with Dad's latest voicemail. Sarah Marie Evans, return that car or I'll call the police. My Honda, fully mine, paid off years ago. Mom's message follows. My heart's acting up because of you. Is this what you want? I delete both, my finger lingering on the screen. Nora's spare room with its sage green walls and soft light feels like a haven. I send an email to my boss, requesting a transfer to the San Francisco office. The approval comes hours later. A new start built on my own merit. Nora connects me with a friend who manages rentals. By week's end, I sign a lease for a 600-square-foot apartment in the Mission District, its wide windows catching the sunset. I buy a mattress, a desk, a single chair. The sparseness feels like freedom. Nora drags me to a ceramics workshop where I mold clay into a lopsided vase. Let it become what it wants, the instructor says. For the first time, I create something just for me. Therapy starts with Dr. Chen, whose quiet presence coaxes out words I've never dared speak. Neglect, I say, naming the pattern. I was worth $5 to them. She nods, letting the truth settle. How does that feel? Like I was invisible, I admit, and the weight begins to lift. Months pass. My apartment fills with small touches. Pottery I've shaped, a rug from a flea market, a shelf for books. The coin bank sits there too, now holding $5 bills, one for each week of my new life. Not a grudge, but a reminder. Small slights reveal big truths. When Cousin Ellie's wedding invitation arrives, I hesitate. It's a summons back to Portland, to the family I left. Dr. Chen asks, "What do you want?" "To go, but on my terms," I say. I book a hotel, declining Dad's insistence I stay at their rental. At the rehearsal dinner, I walk in wearing a tailored navy dress, my steps confident. Conversations pause. Mom's hand clutches her necklace. Dad's glass freezes midair. Leela approaches, her usual polish faded, no designer accessories, her hair natural. "You look incredible," she says, her hug brief. "Thanks," I reply, stepping back. "How's the Audi?" she falters. "Traded it for a Subaru." "More practical," whispers follow. Aunt Clara pulls me aside. "Your parents are selling their house. Medical bills, they say, but Leela's debts didn't help." Uncle Dan adds, "Your dad's been out of work since spring." I nod, absorbing the news without sinking under it. When Dad corners me, his voice heavy with whiskey, he says, "Family stays together, Sarah." I hold his gaze. "Does it, or does family choose who gets to shine?" He stammers, then walks away. Mom tries next, her eyes wet. "We miss you." I rinse my hands in the sink. "I miss who I hoped you were." On the terrace, Leela confesses, "The Audi's gone, I'm broke, Dad can't bail me out anymore." Her voice trembles. "I don't know how to do this alone." Old instincts urge me to fix it, but I say, "That sounds tough, Leela. I can help you plan, but I can't carry this for you." Compassion without obligation, a new boundary. The wedding day arrives. In the venue's library, my parents and Leela stage their plea. "We're falling apart," Mom says, tissues in hand. "Dad's job is gone," Leela adds. "The house is on the market." I pull out a scrapbook, pages of memories showing their favoritism, Leela's lavish birthdays, my overlooked milestones. "This is what I carried," I say. "This is why I left." They stare, silent, as the truth lands. At the reception, I sit at a table I requested, away from them, with cousins who see me as I am. Leela watches from across the room, her face unreadable. Mom's eyes catch mine, but I turn away, sipping champagne, letting the bubbles fizz against the weight of the past. I'm no longer the girl who begged for their love. I'm Sarah, building bridges, literal and figurative, strong enough to hold my own weight.